What is up, Clemson Nation? What's up, TTC? Guys, never forget, last time we played the Buckeyes last year. But nonetheless, congratulations to Ohio State. I hate Ohio State with a passion, but I'll give credit where credit's due. They played a heck of a couple of games in the playoffs and the Big Ten championship, and they're the national champions, first playoff national champions. But on to Clemson now. Man, I'll tell you what. I'll be the first to admit I was not in any way optimistic about the bowl game with Cole Stout starting. Had Deshaun Watson started, I would have been 100% confident. Now, I was still supporting Stout 100%, but I was just not confident in who had a right to be. He had thrown an interception most of his, or half of his attempts, the last, what was he, like 3 interceptions in the last 6 attempts or something like that. I mean, it was bad. But, he was injured then, and I took that into account, but I did not expect it to be anything like it was. If Clemson had won, I was going to expect it to be like 20-14 with the defense getting a touchdown. The defense did get a touchdown, but I thought it would be like 20-14 or something. But man, my hat's off to Cole Stout. He's a great guy, and he didn't deserve to be sent off any other way than the way he was. It's a game that I know he'll remember the rest of his life through all the bad that he had this year. That's going to be there to stand out. His last game ever, a dominating performance. Yeah, Oklahoma wasn't a great team. 8-4 team. Could have been anywhere. They could have had 10 wins maybe if Knight had stayed healthy the whole season. But regardless, they were not a great team this year, regardless of the preseason rankings. But either way, it was great to watch this team just go out there and just completely dominate from the second the game started to the second it was over. The defense. Just what other way would you want them to be sent out than that? I mean, they were just so dominant, so close to getting the shutout. It would have been their, I think, 4th game this year without allowing a point. The defense. The South Carolina State game, the offense fumbled, 3rd-string offense or something fumbled, and South Carolina State returned it for a touchdown late in the game. But almost 4 games without allowing a point by the defense was without a doubt the best defense in the country this year. Offense was just finding itself this year. We knew it would be a rebuilding year on offense, but overall, it was a good year. It was a good year. Not great. Obviously, the goal at the beginning of the year was to win the ACC, to win the Atlantic. We were so close to getting that done, or at least beating Florida State. Just that game's gonna live. It's just a painful game to remember. One we should have won, but it happens. Overall, we had 10 wins for the 4th straight year, and say what you want about Dabo, but before he got here, we had not done that since the year I was born. Okay, so say what you want about Dabo. He's built the program rebuilt it from the ground since Bowden left. We're competing for the conference championship every year now, competing for big bowl games, and hopefully next year and the years to come we'll be competing for the playoffs. I really see, next year we'll have to see what the defense does. It's going to be a good offensive year. We've got a bunch of offensive linemen that we need coming in. It's going to be a great year on the offense, but we'll have to see what happens with the defense. It's just a big question mark at this point. I got faith in Venables, though. As far as the year goes, good wins. Louisville, Oklahoma, still a good win. South Carolina's just beating your rival. They weren't good this year, but just a solid year. That's all I can say about it. The Georgia game, say what you want about our defense that game. We got 1 first down the second half. There's not a defense out there that could have held with that rushing game Georgia had. They're going to wear you down. No matter how good your defense is, if you can't get a first down. Had Deshaun Watson played the whole game, who knows what would have happened, but it is what it is. Georgia manhandled us in the second half. Florida State found a way to win in the 4th. Georgia Tech game, Cole Stout, Deshaun Watson got hurt, Cole Stout came in. It's just a year of what ifs, but it's still a good year. I mean, that's all I can say about it. It was a good year. It was a rebuilding year. Anytime you can go 10-4 or 10-3 in a rebuilding year, that means you're in pretty good shape. just looking forwards to next year already. We got Notre Dame will be probably the first big game. I expect Florida State to be later in the season next year. I don't know, probably at Louisville. We got who is it, App State and Wofford to start the year. Then we get a couple of conference games, then Notre Dame. So we'll see what happens. But go Tigers, I'll make some more videos later. Just a great bowl win. We'll see what happens.